Hey guys, today in this video I will be showing how to clean out a 2005 CRF 230F carburetor. The materials you're going to need for this video is a socket with a 1/4 socket on the end of it, a Phillips head screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, a can of carburetor cleaner from Advanced, and a mechanical pencil if you need it. You're not going to be doing any writing, you'll see. Just trust me, you're going to need it. Ways that to know to clean out your carburetor is if it's gunked up or if your bike's running poorly, you could pull it off and clean it out and maybe see if that's the problem. Let's go ahead and get started in this video. So what we're going to be working on is the float bowl, which is its bottom end right here. So if you're holding it up, it'd be this part, or no, sorry, I didn't get that in video, it'd be this part right here. Before you take off the bike, you might want to take this drain plug off the bottom and drain all the gas out of it, because you don't want to get any gas on your hands. Or if you're just trying to be clean for the purpose of not smelling like gas, then go ahead. So let's go ahead, and there's 3 screws right here. You got to get this one off, this one, and this one. Let's go ahead and pull those off. Sorry if my phone's a little shaky. It's sitting on a table attached to a can of Lucas oil chain thing because I don't have a bipod yet, or a tripod. I'm getting one. Okay, we are getting to the last screw here. These screws might be a little tight, so just sorry about that. A little bit of pressure will probably, do it. So what we're going to do is just pull this off. Go ahead and set the bottom part to the side because we're not going to be working about that. Go ahead and remove this little damper right here, and this is where your mechanical pencil comes into play. You're going to take out a little bit of lead, and right here where the this little thing is hanging on, you're going to poke right here, and this little holding rod will come out, and you just go ahead and pull that out. Pick this up, comes out of place, but make sure to get this little, hold on, it fell off, this little piece right here off, because you don't want to lose that, because trust me, if you lose that, you're screwed. So now, this is, the socket comes into play. To get the main jet off, you're going to need the socket. And to get the pilot jet off, which is right there, you're going to need the screwdriver. Let's go ahead and get the main jet off. This main jet has 2 different parts on the CRF 230. It's got the main jet, which is the small part on top. It's got this part right here that's connected to the needle on the inside. And to get that part off, it's going to be a 7mm bolt, or not bolt, socket, my bad. Go ahead and pull that off. And it's kind of a long one, you'll see whenever I get this out. Just go ahead and set these main jets to the side because we're going to be using them here in about, like 2 seconds. Then we're going to get the flathead and unscrew the jet counterclockwise. You're not going to need to worry about this one right here because that's not, you don't need to clean that one out unless you really have to. This is the pilot jet right here in my hands, my bad, in my hands, and this is the main jet. This is the part that screws into the top. Just clarifying on that. So you're going to get your carburetor cleaner with the straw on the end. And first, we're going to clean out this big shaft right here and go ahead and spray a little bit of that out. Whenever you're spraying, make sure not to get any on this O-ring right here, or ring, because the carburetor cleaner will eat that away and you don't want your gas leaking everywhere. So Okay, now we're gonna clean out the main jet. Just spray a couple squirts in there. And if it doesn't come out immediately, keep spraying until whatever's blocking the jet comes out. And then we're gonna spray the pilot jet. Make sure to block your eyes whenever you're getting in the pilot jet, because this one's a little small and it sprays everywhere. See what I mean? Okay. Well, that's it for cleaning the jets if you really need to. What we're going to do is spray out the little bowl right here. Spray that out a little bit. Get you a rag or something. Just clean out the inside with that. Or dump out the excess. We're going to do the same right here. Let's clean that up. If you're looking on rejetting your dirt bike, this would be the time to do it, since you already got your jets out and everything. Because you don't want to put the whole thing back together and be like, oh, I gotta rejet my bike again. Well, it's time for the assembly now, since that you got everything cleaned, and make sure you don't get any like dirt or anything in there whenever you're putting it back in, because that wouldn't be very good if you did. Let's go ahead and take this big shaft, put it down right here, and tighten it up with the extension. But whenever you tighten it, don't tighten it too much, because you don't want to damage anything. Just give it one small little turn. That should do it, really. And then we're going to put in the top part of the main jet. Go ahead and screw that down a little bit. And switch back over to the 1/4 socket. Tighten that down. One small good turn should be good. And then go on to the pilot jet, which goes in this little hole right here. Screw that in with the flathead screwdriver and turn it clockwise this time. Righty tighty, lefty loosey is what I say, or what everybody says, really. Not just a me thing. Make sure not to tighten the pilot jet too tight, because you don't want to strip out those top threads. Okay, so whenever you're putting the float back in, don't forget about this little piece right here, or else you'll be leaking gas like crazy. Slide that on to the float right here on the bottom is where it's dangling. Make sure you get the needle part into this little hole right here, or else the carburetor won't function right. And then go ahead and slide this pin back in that we took out whenever we first took the thing off. Now we're going to go ahead and put this damper back on, and you can see, and I'll show you here in a second, this part right here is not going to line up with the pilot jet, just because it's weird like that. It's going to line up like that, if you can see where the back part is facing here. I thought that it faced the pilot jet, and whenever I did that, the float bowl wouldn't close all the way, so we're going to go ahead and put that back on right here, and then go ahead, put the longest screw in the back, put the other two screws in the front. Go ahead, tighten your screws down. Make sure not to strip it, because this would be really bad to have stripped and then, not be able to clean your thing again. Another way that you can clean your carburetor while it's on the bike is by going back to Advanced Auto or AutoZone or whatever y'all have, wherever y'all live. Is a bottle of Seafoam, and what you're going to do is open up your gas tank and pour just a little bit, not a lot, because trust me, you don't want to pour a lot in there. Just pour a little bit of the Seafoam in there, let your bike run for about, or idle about 2 minutes, and if it's not working well after that, then you should probably clean your carburetor, which I showed in this video. Well, that's pretty much it for the cleaning part of it. But for the installation, I mean, all it really is, all you gotta do is clip those cables back on there and put it back into the air boot, and you're pretty much ready to go. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Comment what y'all think of the video in the comments below. Rate, subscribe, tell me what I'm doing wrong. And I guess I'll see y'all later.